Hello and welcome to EHC-TV. This is Chandler Foster with your news interview. Part of going to college or a university is getting ready for the real world and finding jobs. And in a college or university, we have nice career centers to help us with that. Joining me on set today is Dr. Matthew Frederick from our Career Center here at Emory and Henry University. Thank you for being here, Dr. Frederick.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So could you give us, to start off with, a general overview of what our Career Center offers?
Sure, thanks. That's a great question. I mean, here at the Vlissingen Center for Career and Professional Development, which is what our center is called and endowed here at the college, at the university, we work with all students on resume building, on job placement, on internship experiences, and then also graduate school placement and interviewing skills.
Oh. What are some of the main concerns that students come to you with as far as career goals?
A lot of times we see students that come to us that don't think they have any experience, but after talking with them, we learn that they may have had a summer job where they had some management experience, or they had some other professional development abilities along the way here on campus. And they don't even realize that they've been building their resume during their time here. So we help them coordinate that and kind of get it in place so that they look even more attractive to potential employers.
Well, in order to get these services and receive these tips from the Career Center, how early in a student's time here would you recommend them using the Career Center's services?
Well, really, we get that a lot. I mean, we're in that season right now where it's just before graduation, so everyone's really thinking about it, that it's about to graduate, so they're getting a little nervous about, oh, I quickly need a resume, things like that. But really, we like to say that I would say start almost year one. Come and see us and let us set a path and a progression of year one we do this, year two we do this. If we're curious about things, we can help set up internships, both short-term and long-term, for seeing, do I like this career path? Do I like this opportunity? And then we can help define that and shape sort of that career trajectory with the student through their entire 4-year process, not just at the very end.
Well, speaking of internships, you'd mentioned internships. What services do you guys at the Career Center offer to assist students with internships?
Sure. We have there's two types of internships. There's the ones that are required for majors, like let's say the education department has those, psychology has those, pre-health has those. If it's required within the majors usually help with the placement and the employer relations piece on that. But they all get registered through the Career Center because we make sure that we have an understanding where everyone is. But let's say you're in a major that doesn't have an internship, but you want some real world experience. And that's exactly what we're here for. Let's say you're a business major that's interested in banking. Well, we have great relationships with banks throughout the region that we can set up internships, say in the summer, where you learn all the ins and outs of banking. We have some really premier ones with financial investment firms like Northwestern Mutual. We do a lot with them as well. And we just had someone finish up one with Pepsi in learning the distribution networks and sort of the supply chain piece of it. So we really take an interest in what you're interested in, what the student is interested in, and then we help to see where we can help to find the right place for them. Now, if a student comes to us with saying, hey, I want to do an internship with company X, then we help to facilitate that. So we help guide students to where we think they can have the most meaningful and professional experience.
Now, are there certain organizations that will partner with our university to provide internships, or could it be any one of a student's choice?
It can really be any one of the student's choice, but we need to make sure that an internship has to have some very clear learning objectives. It can't be that we don't want our interns to go and this doesn't happen, but let's say they're just making coffee every day. And that's it. They're not there to be necessarily like a free labor force. They're there to progress their careers and learn about the industry and the business that they're working in. So we just need to make sure that everyone has a good understanding of what an internship is and what an internship isn't. We do have some of what we're developing this year, what we're going to call like our premium partnerships with internships. Like, for example, let's say there's a particular bank that we're working with that we want to set up some internship opportunities that will almost always lead to employment offers. We've had this in the past where students do really well, let's say between their junior and senior year, and they have an internship and it really goes well. And by the end of that summer, before they're even a senior in college, they walk away from that internship with a job offer when they graduate. So imagine having that peace of mind all your senior year, that you know exactly where you're going, you know exactly what your job is going to be, and that you're excited about it because you had this great experiential educational experience that summer before. So we're working to develop sort of this upper tier of type internship experience for the students that are really interested in opportunities like that.
What advice would you give to students that are looking to pursue an internship?
Come and talk to us. We just sent out some things in the campus-wide email of some orientation dates and some informational sessions. If it's something that you're curious about, come and see us. Do not wait until the very, very end. We do sometimes have students that come to us and say, hey, I think I want an internship, and it's 5 days into the semester or the last day of drop ad. That's a little hard to be able to take care of. So let's make sure we're communicating well ahead of time so that we can really lay out something that you have a really great experience and that is meaningful. We want you to walk away from this either with learning, this is exactly what I want to do, or it's also okay to say, no, that's not really what I want to do. Maybe I want to shift to this a little bit. It's all part of that learning experience that's just going to make you a better employee and broaden your perspectives in the future.
Now, part of going into jobs and internships can be job interviews. Does the Career Center offer mock interviews?
We do. At any point, pop in and we will be happy. Any of the staff over there are happy to walk you through an interview process. We do some formalized mock interview night. We also partner with the Business and Investment Club. They do that sometimes as well to strengthen their skills. But we also, to go one step further, not just even mock interviews, let's say you have a virtual interview. We have rooms available in the Career Center that you can come in and you can have a nice quiet environment to have that interview. We see that a lot of times for our graduate students that are looking to interview for graduate school, where they get to come in and they don't have to worry about something loud going on in the dorm room or something happening right outside the hallway, but it's a quiet area with the lighting is good, with a stable connection that they can sit and have their interview right there as well. So we offer both the prep and the space to actually have the interview.
What advice would you give to a student with interview anxiety?
Oh, I'd say come and talk to us as well, because we'll give you the strategies. How to talk out and game plan for what the questions might be, how to answer things, how to prepare to making those answers. You only get really good at interviewing if you do it a lot. I'm sure that the first time you interviewed someone here on TV, it was a little nerve-wracking. But as you do it more and more, you get more and more comfortable with it. So we're there to help in any way we can to set up that plan and path towards success for your career readiness.
All right. Well, one last question before we wrap up here. Is there anything else that you think students should know about our Career Center here at our university? I
would say that it's here to serve you not just for career, but we're really also trying to put a life skills component. We're looking forward to do some programming where it's everything from etiquette dinners to professional dress, to help students to make sure they know here's how something as simple as how to tie a tie. To make sure that you're prepared for your interview. We do have a career closet that if you have an interview and you don't have, let's say, a sport coat or a suit or a jacket or a dress shirt, both for men and women. Stop in and we'll help you get fitted with something that will help in that interview skill to give you that extra boost of confidence and to know that your abilities will really be able to be sold well for that interview. So stop in and see us with any questions. There's nothing that's too, oh no, I can take care of that. We're here to help and to make sure that we can ensure as successful of an interview and career experience as we can. And also, it doesn't stop when you graduate. I mean, we're here for you through the alumni network as well. If it's 5 years from now and you're not sure if your resume is looking the way it should or what the current practices are, reach right back out to us. We work with alumni all the time. So, I mean, we're really here for your 4 years on campus and the 40 years following. So we're really excited to continue to serve our students both while they're here and in the future as graduates.
Well, thank you so much for the beneficial information, Dr. Frederick, and thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right. For EHC-TV, this has been Chandler Foster with your news interview, and I will see you next time.